I'm back from another Tip Tuesday video for you guys today. In this video, I've got this question from Dan, who's one of my patrons, and he asked, when do you count the dealer's up card? And that's actually a really good question because some dealers have different procedures as to when they flip that up card up. All right, what I mean by that is the way that I deal is like this. In fact, you probably didn't even notice, but the up card came out when? Was it first or was it the second card? It was actually the first card, okay? In fact, it came out before the players got their second card. And so we need to know when to count that so that when there's maybe a dealer with a different procedure, we can also count it the same exact way, right? For example, another procedure that a dealer might have might look something like this. All right, did you notice at that time? There, it was still the first card, but it was just happened to be that it was face down until their whole card came out and then they flipped it over. You've probably seen both if you watched, online, videos or, some YouTube videos of different card counters or things like that, or maybe been to several casinos. You've probably seen it both ways as to how the dealer puts out their whole card. We need to be able to count that both ways, both procedures. And I don't even know if there's maybe other ways, if it's like a pitch game or something like that, that they might have something else, a different way they put out. I can only imagine those two. Maybe, I suppose it could be the second one, but that'd be a little weird. But that said, how can we count that? And my advice to you would be to count it last. All right, this is what I mean by that. Let me get those cards and put them back here a little bit. When I count cards, first off, I don't start counting until that second card drops for the player. So here we have a high card and a low card. Those, of course, cancel out using the high-low card counting system. So I would say 0, all right, still 0 and 1. And then when their whole card comes out, now I'm counting the dealer's up card last. Remember, we currently have a count of +1, and now this gets us back to 0. And then you would play it out from here. This would be a hit. First off, there's no blackjack. All right, I would take those back to D1. Also a hit, too many. Still D1, a hit, D2. Okay, and then when the dealer flips their card, now we have D3. So that's kind of how I suggest counting, and it doesn't matter if they deal that way or if it's the way that, let me put those back. This is eventually going to be for a card counter and 2 ploppies, so I might leave those out there as placeholders for these 2 guys. We'll count with this guy here in a second. The way that I deal is where this comes up first. So I'm going to start counting now. I have not counted this card yet, but I would say D1, D2, D3, still D3, and then when the whole card goes under, now I would say D4. All right, in both cases, I counted the dealer's up card last. All right, so I want to practice this. This first time, I'm going to count along with you, and the dealer's up card is going to start down, and then when their whole card drops, then I'm going to flip it over. All right, I see this most often when it's out of a shoe. My shoes are currently full of other cards, so I'll just hand deal it, but either way, let's throw some of these in the back, and we'll have a burn card we'll throw out here. So a little drill to practice, and then the second time we can do it again where the up card is the opposite way. Got our card counter that we're playing with. Let's say that below a true 1, we're just going to be betting the table minimum of $25. And then at a true 1, we'll bet $100, true 2, $200, all the way up to a true 5 of $500 there in one spot. Our 2 ploppies there, we can just leave those as placeholders. I'm not going to pay out or take their chips. Okay, so you guys ready? I'm gonna go nice and slow and count out loud this first time and see if you can do it along with me the right way. If you want to put on mute, I totally understand. All right, let's try it. All right, so there it's down. Now I'm counting, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and still 4, 3, still 3, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so I will pay out this guy. Count is at 2. 3, 2, 1, 0. No blackjack. 1 and 0. D1, D2, D3, D4, D3, D2, I don't have any others here, but this would be a double down. D1, D2, D1, D2, D3, D4, insurance, no, still D4, D3, D2, so they're playing an S17 game here. Okay, counts at D2. D1, 0, D2, or D1, excuse me, D1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, D1, counts at D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D4, D3, D4. D3, D2, D1, 0, 1, 0, 1, and again we're playing S17. All right, so the count is at 1. If we are correct, this plus the burn card should be the opposite. All right, let's try it. We have 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0, D1, 0, D1, 0. All right, and D1. So this was -1, and our count of +1 was correct. All right, so let's try it now the other way, and this time I am not going to count out loud. I'm going to go a little bit faster, and when I say the other way, I mean when the dealer's up card is up first, and then their whole card goes under second. All right, so let me get these shuffled up really quick for us, and then we'll try it that second way. All right, got the cards nice and mixed up. We'll throw the cut card in, a little less than half of a deck there. Still playing with the same bet spread with our counter and our 2 ploppies. The cards, or the chips, are just staying. I do have a burn card that we'll check at the end. Again, these are new cards. So I have this tipped up a little bit. That's why there's that rubber band under there. Okay, ready, get set. You're gonna count this time. Let's go. All right, there's the cut card. Once again, well, let me ask you first, what is your count? Okay, hopefully it's the same as mine. I have a count of +1, which means this plus the burn card should add up to -1 if we're right. Let's count it out here. We have D1, D2, D3, D4, D3, D4, D5, D4, D3, D2, D1, D2, D1, D2, D3, D2, D1, D2. Need a low card. Yeah, and D1. So this was -1. Our count of +1 was correct. All right, guys, so remember that question is for one of my patrons. If you would like to join my Patreon, that's one of the best ways that you can support me. And also, I am very quick to answer questions on there as opposed to some of your YouTube comments, which might get a little bit lost in the shuffle and things like that, as I have a lot of those coming in, whereas my patrons, they're paying for that, so I try to give them a little bit more priority and answer their questions right away. Additionally, I've also added how to beat slot machines on there. Yes, there is such a thing as advantage slots. If you want to know a little bit more before you join, you can check out this video right here. Otherwise, until next time, remember, this is A1 Blackjack.